So have you ever wanted to automate some of the emails that are coming to your inbox all day long instead of doing the mechanical process of right-clicking, mark as read, or doing the unsubscribe button, or, trashing it, setting it as junk, and hopefully it takes care of itself? Well, there's ways to automate email in Gmail, Office 365, and Live, and other email providers that maybe you aren't taking advantage of. And this video will explain some of them. And if you implement some of them, you can automate a bunch of your email and not have email the dread of your, business existence or personal existence. It basically automatically categorizes it, archives it, moves things around, but still kind of brings to the top of the inbox things that do need attention and addressing without you missing any important information. Just start off with one. So I have this email here that was sent to me from Amazon, and this is the Amazon Associates and New Influencer program, and they're kind of rebranding it. And what I was going to do is just click the opt out here button, but when you click it, there is an error on Amazon's website for opt out. But I thought, okay, this is a perfect opportunity because I don't think I really want to opt out on any of the Amazon associate emails, or in your context could be any emails maybe you don't want to unsubscribe, but you just don't want to have those types, right? So we can take a look at what this email has, and we would just have to record a couple keywords from here and then bring it over to the web to move or auto categorize, or in this case, I'm going to mark as read. That's all I want to do. I don't want a new email, with that little one on the app or in, Outlook. I don't want it to take up any, mental space or occupy any to-do list in my head when I see of there's 3 new emails. And, you want to see that if you have 3 new emails, those should be ones you need to action, right? And this is a pretty easy one to automate. Now, when I give you these tips, it could be used in any type of email program, but there is some key things to think about when you do this. One, if you're using Outlook on your desktop computer, laptop, if you're in Windows or Mac and you're using the program installed, the program that's on the computer for Outlook, keep in mind any of those rules that you set up will only run locally, meaning that if Outlook is not open on your computer, the rules don't work, right? So what you're going to want to do, and it's a bit of a drag, and hopefully in the next year, Microsoft fixes this. I believe Gmail's fine unless you use, a Outlook and then connect your Gmail in there, but you have to use the website. So I'm going to pop over there. What I'm going to do is log into whatever email program that you're using online. So Office 365 or office.com for any Microsoft and Office 365, or if you're using Live or Hotmail, you're going to log into outlook.com. If you're using Gmail, so on and so forth. You're going to right click the email and go to advanced at the bottom and then create rule. It's just off screen here. And you're going to hit more options. And then in the rules, this is where you can really customize it. So I want to basically say, I'm going to say anyone from store news, right? Whatever label makes sense. I'm going to say add an action. I'm going to say mark as read. And by default, it says stop processing more rules. I always turn this off because if you have a bunch of rules, you don't want to necessarily, stop processing anything at that point. You want all of your rules to run typically, and, have other ones overlap and pick up where one's left off. So I'm going to uncheck that. So it marks it as read, and I'm going to hit save. And that's it, guys. You basically just create these rules that can do things like mark as read and move to this folder. Typical maybe email confirmations for orders. You don't necessarily want to have unread, and maybe you want to move all emails with the words orders and confirmations to a folder, mark it as read, or if anything, comes in from these people, mark it as important. It's something you got to go through each one. If you find a repetitive task that you're always doing, you can unsubscribe obviously from newsletters, but in certain situations, you want these rules to automatically process a lot of your email and get you back to what matters most, which is probably not email, or, the emails that you want to get get and receive, you probably want to just have those stand out more than others. So if you guys found this video helpful or useful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you with another helpful tip next time.